Rise from your grave. Well, at least Quantum Moon's up there. Right. So, I have not played in a couple of days. I spent a little bit of time editing some of the earlier play sessions I've had for this. I've only had, well, this is the start of the third play session. And I noticed a couple of things I want to go and clear up in this loop, if I can. I'm also messing about with a couple of audio things, because I noticed the game's mostly fine, but there are times when certain things in the game just get kinda loud. So yeah, there's a few things I noticed from looking back at watching me do old footage stuff that I think I should go and try and clean up this episode if I can. So I don't know how much of this first loop is going to be interesting, but I'm sure as hell looking forward to figuring out what I can. The thing I noticed was that other than the Geyser Mountains being here, which I do want to have a look at, there was something called like a quantum crater or something. So I want to see if I can figure out any of that. Also, the controls are something I need to relearn a little bit. So please bear with me while I get back on my bullshit with that. Always worth being in your spacesuit. So yeah, I probably should have gone and checked the... Because it's on that platform where it teaches you, like, with the scout cannon before you get your own. And there's, like, 4 little pieces of paper around it that say, like, in that direction are, like, what we now know are the Nomai mines. And one of them is something called, like, a quantum crater or something like that. I also noticed that in the observatory there's a couple of pictures from around Timber Hearth and other places. Here we go. And I think there might also be a crashed pod somewhere on this planet, like an escape pod from the Nomai, so I want to go and figure out if that's actually around. So what if... Hello, Grove Shard. What are you here to teach me? What? Are you moving? No? There we go. So, when I did the quantum puzzle thing, it did say that each of the shards has a lesson to teach you. So does that hold true for this? The quiet shade is always dark in the ancient glade across old bark. That doesn't mean a damn thing to me. One of the things also I noticed watching back the footage is that I think for the longest time, yeah, I need to apologise for this in person. I usually earlier on refer to the moon planet as the I basically say it wrong. It's actually the Atoll Rock. I think before I was calling it the like Atto Lock or something, and I'm terrible at reading. I think I have like mild stupidity when it comes to reading things, because I'm notorious for just saying shit wrong. So hopefully everybody was fine with that. So there's the Grove Shard. I don't know what it's trying to... if it's trying to teach me anything, honestly. Because I can seize it. Is there anything else around here? I do... wonder. These rocks aren't... oh wait, I think these rocks are quantum. Yeah. So where these shards are, there's usually quantum business going on. There's just a geyser. So yeah, I tried to edit some of the audio stuff so that... oh way! So that just general like water sounds and other bits and bobs aren't as loud when I'm near them. Because they're loud as all hell in the footage I watched back. I don't know what this thing is trying to teach me, if anything. Unknowns. I wonder if that's the one in the observatory. Or just something elsewhere. Where's the Grove Shard? Oh, the geyser moves around. What the hell? Can I go down there? Hell yeah, I can go down there. Oh shit! Right then. Ow! Right, down boy, into the water. I'm terrified of what I just did. What the fuck? Okay, so I'm glad I came here. Other than, you know, being in water again, which, you know, I'm fucking thrilled about. So that was a quantum way down here, I'm guessing, and I'm assuming that gets me back up if I need to. These seem like... Okay. So he's not happy about that. Can I go down there? Oh yep, Scout's definitely going down somewhere. Huh. Yeah, let's just go have a look. I didn't expect anything like this to be down here, honestly. These are Nomai. Oh, these are like... Aw, that's adorable. That's what we used to be. Like tiny little frog things. That's what they saw us as when they were here beforehand. That's adorable. Down boy. This button. I wish that stuff would shut up. After closer observation, mining site 2A wouldn't be safe for the native life dwelling in some of this cave's pools, so unfortunately we'll have to mine one of the other sites. Okay, so we've been to site 2B before, and they're concerned for our safety. There are a few other cave sites that look promising. What about site 2B? It shares similar formations and strata. That sounds promising. Will you and your mentor investigate? If mining site 2B proves safe for this native species, we'll move our work there. Site 2B is safe. Collier says we'll continue to monitor our activity and its effect on the life here. On the opposite hand, new life. The species is semi-aquatic and very hardy. The ecosystem here is quite robust, so I believe they'll thrive in the long run. Be cautious near the pools if you visit 2A to meet them. They remind me of a subterranean species that my mentor Melore once told me about, for when our clan used to travel across the universe. I imagine she would have enjoyed these life forms greatly. I was watching them once during a rest, and the hours escaped from me. They're fascinating. I wonder what their fourth eye does. So we were confused at their three eyes, and they're fascinated by us in general in our early life. They just kind of find us cute. That's cool. Oh. Oh! So, upstairs is where the Nomai mines are, because that's the platform I fell off of one time when the sun was just going off. Because I thought this geyser could shoot me up from up there, and I never looked down. Because I was too busy worrying about the sun blowing me up. That's cool. Is there anything else I can do? Oh no, I don't want to go up. I want to stay down. I suppose I can get more oxygen. We'll take what we can get. Down, boy. I do want to see where more of these, like, vents go. I ain't stupid enough to just jump into it. I ain't stupid enough to jump into any form of water unwillingly. Where does this take you? I'm still going. Is this the starting path? No, there's something else down there. Away! Oh Jesus. I wonder if there's anything else you could go to in these. No, they seem to be taking me to the same place. Cool. So, just kind of junk down here. Oh, fuel though. I'll take fuel. It won't let me take fuel. These canisters are well and truly spent. So this all just looks like nonsense from another traveller. Put the scout thing away. I wonder if there's just like places upstairs that you can drop down into at all times. Like, there's got to be a way of making sense of how you get around these places. Because there seems to be a lot of these. Oh shit. I'm not done down here, so we'll explore that. But I'll keep in mind that there's just this whole, like, waterway path thing going on, which is kind of cool. That's a way up, that's another way up. Oh dear, my scout got taken and is now... Oh, it's the Geyser Mountains. Okay, we're underneath those. Okay, let's see if I can get through here without getting launched into space. Nope, nah. Well, at least I can hopefully... Oh, that's cool. So yeah, we're just on the Geyser Mountains. I'm hoping, if I don't move... Ow. I was hoping I'd just go straight back down. But that's neat. So there's just like a whole waterway underneath the planet. I wonder if that's what the quantum crystal there was trying to teach me then, is that like, if certain quantum objects overlap with others, you can use them to get down places. Unless you could just always go down that geyser and I'm stupid. Yeah, I wonder if I can just go down there, like any of those, without the ship. Because I would like to see what else is going on with that. I'm gonna end up with so much raw footage of this game to edit together, it's crazy, but I don't know. There's something about the editing process, no matter how slight, because I like leaving in most of this. Did this update with anything? Ooh. No, just the Quantum Grove. Strange rock shard in this grove that moves. I found a poem written on one of the trees in the grove. It emits a signal on the quantum fluctuations frequency. So yeah, I found the poem, but that doesn't seem to matter too much to me. Let's go back to the mountains I just got shot out of, if I can. Here's the Geyser Mountains. Ow. Right, I really should just use landing mode more often. There we go. So yeah, I don't remember which of these I came out of, but I'm jumping into one. I might also just run back to the observatory one of these runs and just double check those pictures that I noticed and make sure I'm not missing something from them. Oh dear. Upwards. I noticed as well that this is way more entertaining when I actually read all of the things I come across like out loud. Like I said originally, I wasn't going to do that, but watching the footage back, I've changed my mind. I think it's actually way better if I do that. I guess we're going up this one. I wish this was safer. I wish this didn't have such a high likelihood of murder. You know what, let's just slow down. Get your bearings and try again. Alright, onwards. Now, you fuckers. Is each one of these gonna take me? Alright, slow down. Everything's fine. This is a strange thing we're doing. Come on, quickly. Nice. Now where does this take us? Wait, is this where we started? Yeah, it is. So up here's the Quantum Grove. Come on, Geyser, do your business. So, I know there's the poem over there. Does the poem move? Yes. I wonder if... Does the poem say different things depending on where it is? It's always dark across old bark. In the ancient glade, the quiet shade. So yeah, the light turns off. And all of these trees actually move. Very interesting. It's a cool mechanic, like I like the quantum stuff, but I do wonder what this is particularly trying to teach me, if anything. Or if it's just, be careful, some of this shit moves. I'm also intrigued. Does this now not lead anywhere? Oh no, still leads to the same place. That's strange. Very interesting. Where the fuck did I leave my ship? 'Cause I don't think... Oh. Let's have a look up there. I do like just kind of boost jumping around places. Ow. What's this say? Chert's research notes. Property of Chert. I've detected a strange signal coming from somewhere within the grove in this crater. It's very similar to the signal emitted by the quantum moon, so it stands to reason the two signals are probably related. We don't know much about the quantum moon, seeing as no one's been able to land on it. Well, I know someone has. But hopefully studying the signal in the grove will reveal more about it. So that's Chert trying to figure out what's going on in the grove. But we already know, like, plenty more than he has any right to about the quantum moon and other bullshit. So that's not much of anything to us. Let's get back in the ship. I want to go back home and have a quick look in the observatory. Ow. I'm a real dumbass sometimes. Have fun editing this one together. Me in the future. Nom 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 nom. What did that update? It said something. Chert's research note mentioned a quantum moon that no Hearthian has ever been able to land on. Yeah, I'm fully aware some people have. Put the suit away. I probably should have just ran to the observatory at the beginning of this episode, or of this run. It's weird to think of these in episodic terms, just because of what I'm using them for. But I want to go and have a... Ow! You know, I'm real stupid sometimes. Just get out. I done brokered my window. Okay, so we're at least pretty close to where I wanted to go and look. Don't stay too close to this thing, boys, it'll get you. You're right, mate. He's the one who started all this. Hello. Yeah, I know about Feldspar. I did all this conversation stuff with him originally. So, oh dear. No thanks, I'm good. So there's the grav cannon picture thing for the probe cannon around Giant Steep. We know what's going on with that. We know this is a quantum fluctuation thing. So this is the museum shard. And that teaches us pretty much the basics of how this works. Here's how the sun kills us. So yeah, I noticed this was in here, but I also noticed this here, and don't quite know where that is. Because at a second look, it doesn't actually seem like it's on this planet. I think that's on either Ash Twin or Ember Twin by how close it seems to the sun. So that's where the other escape pod is we can get to. And we also know... Where is he? That the other one is trapped in Dark Bramble with large ones of this motherfucker. That I also need to go to one of those two planets to investigate. So that might be on the short list of things I need to go and do quickly. Other thing I actually want to go and do while I'm thinking about it is there's the other broken part of that ship that we never investigated because we never flew through the window that broke because we were in the tunnel that was broken just before the sun went off. So I'm going to go there now because I think that might actually be, as far as I know, everything I can reasonably do on this planet at the moment. Unless there's something I'm thoroughly missing, which is probably true. There's probably more to the waterway stuff as well underneath Timber Hearth. But we'll get to that when we can. I feel like I'm a bit more done with it now, though. Where is... It's cool seeing, like, patches in the universe open up as more of these stars explode. Giants... Giant Steep? You know what, you have maps for these things. But he's all the way over here. Between me and the sun, so that's why I can't see him. I do enjoy how quaint it is, just kind of flying around in space. Doesn't make for great content, so I usually skip out most of it, but it is one of my more preferred parts of the game. Which is odd, honestly, because it's literally just flying around in space. But they do a really good job of making it making it feel huge, but it actually not taking too long to get where you're trying to go, which is nice. Like, it's something that I really do appreciate about it is, like, the first time I took off, honestly, like, going through and editing it was, like, mesmerizing. And even still now, every time I take off, there's a a bit in me that's just like, wow, this is still fucking crazy. Just because of how vast it feels. But, like I say, it never actually takes too long to get where you're going, which is very nice. I can... Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't leave the ship doing what it wants. I'm trying to get over here. We're not actually going to Giant's Deep. I want to look around on you for a second, so try and match with this. Yeah, because we only investigated one of the pods on this planet. Well, on this ship. So I want to see what happens if you do the rest of it. I might just try and land on it instead of leaving the ship in an orbit. There we go. There we go. Nailed it. Am I in my suit? Yes, I am. Refuel? We're good. So now, we're not going in here. Up. Up, I say. There we go. We are actually going to go outside and try and find a way into one of the broken bits. Because this is just the cannon itself that launches the probe. One of these days we're going to just chase that probe as well. So which one of these glass bits is the one we can get into? Because this one's... that one's fine. Oh, there goes one of the islands. That's the Statue Island. It is cool just watching stuff go crazy out here. Match with this thing, we're flying away. Oh god. Hopefully I can actually catch up with this thing. Space is difficult. I need to be in a lower orbit, I think. This is more difficult than I planned on it being, honestly. I'm getting very close to this planet. Oh dear. Yeah, I might just sack this one off and try again. This is where my saving every life thing gets a bit tricky, because I am going to save it here and now, but I'm probably going to edit the next episode into this one, so we'll see how that goes. Alright. Round 2. You. Or more particularly, you. Let me look onto it. There we go. So what I might do is try and position the ship just outside of it. Which one's the broken one? There it is, I can see it. So it's this one. Okay. So at least my ship's kind of matched with it? I can't tell. It feels like it matches for a second, but then it does what it wants. Oh well. As long as it gets me where I want to be, hopefully, it goes fine. Ow. So all I want to do is get inside the broken one of these. Which I think is this one. Yeah. There we go. There we are. That wasn't so hard, even though I'm a massive idiot. So the gravity floor's broken in this half. At least on this side. Whereas I think we're good on this side. Yeah. Okay. Oh shit, there's just parts of the place floating around. Including you. Control module. What's this one? Control module projection stone, already holding it. Let's see what this thing makes me look. Oh, it makes me laugh as well that I call these project stones as well. Okay, so this is just the other side, so they're just connected. We've been in here before. Speak words to me. Oddly, just like story time with Rico. Milo, my better 50%. Cassava is sending the last of the cannon components. Soon, relatively speaking, we'll know the precise eyes location. I think I've read this before. Yes. I believe, yeah, because it's talking about the construction yard and this other stuff. So I think that's stuff we've read before. I'm pretty sure. This, however, I think is different. Because this should be the... yeah, this is the inside of the probe part that we have been to. This is where we find out the actual... the Eye of the Universe's actual location, but only in Nomai writing. Is this stuff I've read? I believe I have actually read this. Yeah, Honoured and Terrified. I remember this stuff from in this. I think this is the same stuff that we read from within the probe tracking module. Yeah, because they're complaining about not being able to read the actual eyes stuff if this stuff is broken. So I don't think there was actually anything new we gained here, but at least we like cleared up if there was anything here. But I don't think we actually gained any new information from that, just stuff we already knew. The English language is weird. But yeah, I think with that we can kind of just get out of here and head somewhere else. Hopefully I can get back to my ship, even though it's very far away. Oh man, space is hard. Oh god, space is very hard. Yeah, so we got what we wanted out of that. I'm okay with leaving that one there, because we just got sucked down to the planet with no ship. Getting back to your ship once you're in space, if you match the velocity with something, is actually kind of hard. I probably should just leave the ship where it is without matching velocity to something, so that it's in stationary space so I can get back to it. That's okay. A little bit of a short loop. Yeah, I can edit that down into the previous one, that's alright. But at least that cleared that up. So now I know there's nothing else on that cannon that I need to go and deal with. Yes, so fuck that thing. We're all good. Apart from, I do kind of still want to follow that at some point, but I don't think that's right now's job.